Well, good morning everyone. So pretty much I am going to show you my home workout that I've been doing for rehab for my knee. And now that all my gyms are closed, there's really only so little I can do. So to start things off, I usually just foam roll and warm up my shoulders because those are like the most important. And obviously my glutes and just warm up my hips. But other than that, yeah. So we'll start with the foam roller. So there's a couple things I'll do. I'll just foam roll like my thoracic spine, which is like my lower back, and then get up all the way into my shoulders, my upper back. Hopefully you don't make fun of my little fat right here. Oh. So it's just nice to roll up your back, just because if everyone's sitting at a desk, you're always slouched forward, and it's just so nice to finally have your back loosen up, especially if you have a weird sleeping position. You can roll out your lats too, which is the side right here, and then do the other side as well. So today is just to get some blood going into the major muscles, the quads, my chest, upper back, some trap workouts as well. But this is pretty much what I do while I'm at home. I've got a dowel, so I'll practice some squatting, and I just clean up my squat shoes, so I'm gonna wear those when I do my squats, even though they're just body squats. So next thing I'm gonna do is I got my heavy band and a light band, and I'm going to do these clamshells, elevated clamshells, and they're really good for your glute, but they're really good for your hips too. So how you do them, you get the heavy one at the top, the light one at the bottom. You're in this 90-degree position, 90 right there, and all you're doing is doing your clamshells. And I'll do about 10. Rotate, do the other side. So doing your clamshells is really good for building that fat booty, but at the same time, again, it's really good for the hips. It just so happens that it helps the butt. 9, 10. So I'll do about 4 sets of these before I start doing light mobility movements with my shoulders. So we got one more. Beautiful. So the next thing I enjoy doing is to warm up my shoulders, because those are usually really stiff in the morning. And when I do work out, it's generally in the morning, and I'll fast before. So right now I'm just doing these, like, I'll do 10 of these pull aparts. And then I'll do these as well. So it's really good for your internal rotation. And there are these ones where you can go over your head. And these are just really good to warm up your shoulders. And if you don't have these like light bands, you could just do it against the wall, and that's gonna work as well. So I'll do a couple of rotations of these. Maybe depending on what you're comfortable with, I'll do about 20. These are, again, just to warm up your shoulders, so it's nothing too crazy. But you can really feel a burn after you do like 20 reps of these. Whew. And it's just to get, again, the blood pumping
to like the important places that you're gonna work out that day. And I honestly do this every single time I work out, whether it's 5 times a week, 6 times a week. This is kind of like my normal warm-up routine. So it just feels really good once everything's warmed up. And you can make it harder if you want, but again, you don't really need a lot of tension. It's just to get some movement going. Oh, right. So we warmed up our glutes, our hips, our shoulders, right? I think right now we're just gonna get started with the body squats. And this is what I'm gonna use to stretch out my shoulders still while I do the body squats. I really enjoy using squat shoes just in general, just because I don't have too much ankle mobility, so this does help a lot. And of course you should do ankle mobility exercises, but it just makes me feel like I'm part of that feeling of getting the barbell under you. So usually when I squat, I don't use my thumbs, and I have these red little markers to just kind of make sure everything's even. So, and I do low bar when I squat, so it looks a little something like this. So you can see that my wrists are nice and straight, but I actually jam this bar, or in this case the dowel, really low, so it's being held on by my upper back like this. And I'll give you a side view on how it looks. There we go. So I'll do about 15, and as you can see, I have a little bit of forward tilt, and that's fine because if you look at the bar path, it's going to go all the way down to my ankles. So you're going to load, tighten up your core, tuck your chin in, look down a bit. Oh yeah. About 15. So yeah. So the next thing I personally like doing is to get this nice little stretch in my lat and my upper shoulder. And to do that, I'll have a dowel, and it's almost like a Kimura in the MMA terms, but all you're doing is you're jamming this into something that's body. Actually, I'll do this side first. So all I'm doing is, it's gonna look really weird and painful, but it's for shoulder flexibility. So what's important is to be able to really get that nice deep stretch like this. So I'm just using my mini closet as leverage, and I'm not going super hard, I'm just doing enough so I can feel a stretch. I wanna keep my upper body high. And you'll just hold this for about 10 to 15 seconds, and you can go a little bit far back so it looks like I'm hyperextending, but it's actually really relaxing, and it's so good for your shoulder health. You can tilt your head to the side, and then of course you can switch, and I'll give you a front view of what it looks like. So it looks like this, so it's a nice big open body. And to make it harder, what you do is you get the dowel and you pull it back towards you. So it's like that. But you still want to keep a nice big chest. Tilt your head to the side. So now that we did the shoulders and we're doing our quads, another good one that I like to work in is these snatch grips. So it's a nice, really wide grip, kind of parallel where your pubic bone and your belly button is, just kind of like in between. And you're just trying to stretch this bad boy out. It's a nice wide stance, and all you're doing is you're squatting again. And if you want to make sure you're kind of shrugging your shoulders up too. And then you can do these snatch pulls, and they're just really good for your traps. So I'm gonna do 4 sets of these, and then I'll show you my upper body stuff. Okay, now that we're done squatting, next thing I'm gonna do is these curtsy squats. I only got 15 pounds here, so it's not a lot. And it's pretty straightforward. What I'm doing is I'm doing a curtsy lunge, sorry. So it can be straight, and all I'm doing is going right behind me and going straight like this. Oh. So I have to do about 10 on each side, and we'll do this for about 3 sets. And if you don't have a weight, that's fine. The most important thing is to keep your arms up and your chest nice and high. You don't want to tilt in forward like that. I've also lost count, so I'm just gonna keep going. But this is really good because I had a partial PCL tear and I had a bone bruise right on my knee. So this is what my physiotherapist Matt told me to do. Oh, one more. Whew. I'm gonna go ahead and do these stiff leg deadlifts. They look a little something like this. All right. So you go. Actually, I might tuck in my shirt so you can see that all you're doing is you're bending your hips and you're trying to keep your hamstrings as straight as possible. But there will be some knee bending. But straight legs, stiff leg, and then you want to go all the way down and then back up. So do 10 of those, drop the weight, and then go back to curtsies. Whew. Starting to get a nice little sweat going. And then back to stiff legs. Whew. Right here. That was good. That's a good little leg pump. Okay, so I'm starting to glisten a little bit, just a bit, not too much, but this is pretty much it. So now I want to work on my chest, and the best way to do that is to get another band. And what I like is being able to really contract your chest. So I'll do about 20 of these, and then what I'll do after this, I'll superset it. So it'll be 20 of these bands, then I'll do 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, and what I'm doing is I'm just trying to get my palms, the bottom of my palms together. So this is gonna build my upper chest, and the goal is to squeeze for the contraction, and then I want to superset it with lat raises, and this is really great for the shoulders and traps. So I'll do about 15 of these, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. And then after that, I'm gonna do some curls, because curls for the girls, right? So about 10 on each side. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and one more rep just in case I missed it. So you don't have to go fast, and I'll do about 4 sets of these. And you can actually change your grip with this band. So this is a 20-pound band, and all I'm doing is, again, trying to contract it. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 19, and 20. So, I'm trying to break a good sweat. And this is like my room workout. It's not really building, let's say, size and strength, but it is conditioning the body to be able to remember these movements. So when the gyms do open back up, then at least I still have the mobility to do the things that I want to do. So let's go back to your straps again. Ready? And 15. All right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 15, perfect. Whew. Okay, and then let's do some curls again, and I'm gonna do 2 more sets after this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 1 more for just in case. So let's go back to chest again with the chest flies. All right, next thing is planks. So I'm gonna do 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off for 4 sets. So pretty much by 2.5 minutes, you would have done, in my opinion, a pretty decent 3/4 of a full body workout. So let's get started. So I got my timer here and go. So this isn't really the most sexy thing. Planks are planks. They're not fun. They're just hard as I'm grunting. So you want to really contract your abs, contract your butt. Ooh, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and rest. So, pretty much rest for another 30 seconds. At this point, you're just hanging out. Wiggle your toes a little bit. We're at 42, 43, 44, 45. So another 15 seconds. And then we'll do our second set of planks. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, go. We got 5 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Whew. Another 30-second pause. And then we'll go on to our third set. Seconds left. And in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next. seconds left. Break, and then we will do the last one. Oh, just got a nice little stretch going. Cool. I got 10 seconds left. And last set, guys. Let's go. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And assume the position. Flex your butt, straighten out your core, flex your core. 15 seconds left. Five seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Whew. So there it is. That was 3 minutes and 30 seconds. That is a decent home workout. So other than that, that's my home workout. I'll do that maybe 4 times, 5 times a week. And then in the last video or this video, whatever, I've been skateboarding in my room. So that's been a tear too, just jumping and jumping and jumping and constantly falling. So that's it. That's my home workout. Enjoy.